Yo, what's going on, fellas? Back again. I just want to do a quick how-to video on how to apply beard oil. I've seen a lot of videos about how to apply beard oil, but I've never done one myself. I figured, I think about the new guy, but I didn't really think about the new guy. Um, this basically came off of a friend of mine is just now getting into grooming his beard. So I suggested some products for him to get. He received the products and then he asked me, how do I use the products? So this video is basically just talking to the new guy who's just getting started in using products to maintenance his beard. I just got out the shower. I actually applied some beard conditioner, Nature Boy. Nature Boy is back in the rotation. Not that it left. It just I have a handful of products that I use on a regular basis, and I'll use one for a week and another for a week, and then a month goes by before I get my hands on whatever I started with, and now it's Nature Boy's time. So I used the beard conditioner, which is, we're not even talking about that. I'm just letting you know what I did. Just got out of the shower. The beard is still a little damp, so it's not wet. It's closer on the drier side, but it's still damp. I'm going to be using also Nature Boy's beard oil. Okay. People have their own way of using beard oil. It's really not that hard of a process outside of figuring out how much you need to use, but to use it, it's a very simple process. Some people, so since I used the conditioner, I'm going to use a little less oil than I would use than if I was just straight using oil. So if I was just using oil by itself, got your dropper bottle. I mean, you can squeeze as much as you want because you're only using a little. Some people actually, depending on how much they use, some people squeeze it in their hand like that and rub it in and apply. I don't do that. I don't want to waste any. I'm going to be wasting it, but I don't do it that way anymore. I used to do it that way. So what I do is, if I was normally just using oil only, 2 to 4 drops, depending on the consistency of the oil. Someone like Debonair Beard Co. or even Artius Man, I may go with like 2 or 3 drops. But something like Nature Boy, I would use 4 drops. Well, 4 fingertips is what I would use. 4 fingertips. 1, 2, 3, 4 fingertips. 4 fingertips, and I'll rub it in on my fingertips. Okay, so I'm not going to use 4 fingertips today because I used the conditioner. So my beard already has something in it, and I don't want to get it too greasy. We don't need that, all right? So I'm going to use 2 drops, fingertip, 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 2 drops. Rub it in, not to the palms, just to my fingertip. This is how I do it, okay? Just to the fingertips. Go up under your beard and get it into the skin. Oh, I'm gonna look in the mirror instead of the camera. Get it into the skin. Make sure you get the mustache. Get it into your mustache. And this used to be my trouble spot in here, but it is no longer because I learned how to manage that. So I really have no problem really getting in there. So I wouldn't worry too much about any breakage or anything like that, especially since my beard is damp. I'll get a little, but it's not anything alarming, okay? And you grab your tool, whatever you're gonna use. I have this big ass rake comb that I really like. I mean, some people still have my pick. Still have this pick. You can use your comb or brush or whatever you're using and just distribute the oil. Because you already got it to the skin, now you're just distributing it over the oil through the rest of your beard. I do rake my skin with it. Not like dig into it, but I still rake my skin with it. Kind of go up this way. And I'm not worrying about styling too much because I'm not going anywhere. I'm in the house for the day. But I'll style it up just in case, because you can do the same routine in the morning. If you're just using oil, same routine in the morning. Get the beard damp with water or whatever moisturizer you're going to use or whatever. I always use water in the morning, warm water, just to get the hairs nice and loose. Hold on, I'll be out in a second. It's kids, man. You can't even do your beard videos without the kids, man. Golly. I'm glad he didn't stick his hands up under the door. My 6-year-old. All right. Oh, it's getting hot in here, boy. I'm sweating. And brush for the mustache. Boom. That's simple. That's it. There's really nothing to it. The main thing is trying to figure out how much you need in order to coat your beard and keep it nice and clean for the rest of the day. That's it. Questions, comments, concerns, let me know later.